What is up? What is up? What is up? This is the whatever the fuck you want to call it. No, I done forgot it. Let me look at this shit again. Oh no, I don't know TV. Yeah. Another day, another 10 cents for melanated people. If you are melanated, you only got about 10 cents. And you can, yes sir, Dean Cain, sir, and that all that bullshit. But when they get tired of you, sorry nigger, you're only getting 10 cents this year, nigger. So don't act like you're a nigger. So you're only getting 10 cents. Matter of fact, give this nigger 5 cents now. He's not grateful for the 10 cents that we're giving him. And then when they get behind closed doors, can you believe that nigger? Bob, can you believe how, that nigger and his nigger attitude? That type shit. But anyway, another clown ass day at the corporate plantation. Man, let me tell y'all something. Get in and get out. I advise everybody to go read The Compensatory Counter Racist Code of Ethics by Nelly Fuller Jr. And the reason why I tell people to just go read it, that's like one of my favorite books to tell people to go read because, man, the 9 areas of activity between that and Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's The ISIS Paper, those 2 books right there, and then you can follow through with Black Labor, White Wealth, and Powernomics. I'm going to always tell people to read those books because after you read those books, man, you really ain't going to want to read shit else. Like as far as dealing with corporate plantations and dealing with their mentalities, you're not going to want to deal with that shit. But anyway, man, hey, I'm going to get into it because I can't really be on this shit long because I got other shit to do. Like not be a motherfucking clown. But anyway, I digress from that bullshit. Man, I'm going to get right into it. Man, your boy Ed Buck charged with a felony. Yeah, because that motherfucker, see, now where is the LGBTQ, HMNOP, and XYZ? Where they clown asses at? See, this is the shit that I be talking about. So, Ed Buck he's a big time donor for the Democratic Party, which, where the Democrats at? Where's Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton and Buttigieg and all these? And what's the other black bitch's name? The Indian bitch, Kamala Harris. Where is this bitch at? Because, she only wanted to be melanated when it's time to run so she get the black vote, the melanated vote. But first of all, you're a prosecutor, which means you were for the system the whole time anyway. So how could I ever trust and believe that you would ever be for the common person when you were for the system the whole time? So I don't get that. But where's all these people who are part of the Democratic Party that know Ed Buck? Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Joe Biden. Y'all niggas know who Ed Buck is. So where the fuck are y'all? That's the thing that matter of fact, I understand it. It's just I think the average person don't get it. That's because you gotta look behind, the fucking veil or look behind the curtains. You know how they close the curtains and shit, and then look behind that shit. You'll see what the fuck is going on. It's just like your corporate plantation. The same shit. They give you your options and you pick from it. That's why I can't stand a motherfucker that will smile with you and play these bullshit games and then, get around the next person and talk shit about you and smile with them. I don't like that. That's why I'm very mindful of what I say, especially when it comes to, just dealing with your average person. I'm very mindful of that shit. You know what I mean? And when you speak to somebody in confidence, just know this. It ain't necessarily in confidence. Because half the time, they going to run and tell somebody anyway. And as I look at the situation with Ed Buck, now you're getting these niggas to come to your crib. You've already been, to me, you a white supremacist to me, because you are getting melanated people, boys, niggas, to come to your house and you get them high as a fucking kite, probably fuck them to death on some moist shit, and then they dead. So you're the new age Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Ed Buck, everybody that listening, send this to any motherfucker. Hashtag Jeffrey Dahmer. That's who Ed Buck is. He is the new Jeffrey Dahmer. Except he got money. Because there ain't no way. The first motherfucker that wound up dead in your house and they didn't prosecute and go after you and the case was closed, that's because you got bread. Then it happened again. And then what tripped me out about niggas, they still running over there. I mean, a nigga had one nigga on blast, like, oh, so you still get niggas to come to your house, and the niggas, with his moist head just walking. Where's the LGBTQ community at? That's a big community, so where are they? Because as soon as you say something about them, look how they went after Dave Chappelle. Oh, the LGBTQ LMNOZ PXYZ community is not happy with Dave Chappelle because, you know, he's homophobic and all this other bullshit. Okay. Now, where the fuck are y'all at on fucking Ed Buck's clown ass for openly killing melanated, moist niggas that's a part of the LGBTQ community? That's what I understand. No, you know why? Because that's a fake community. No, they don't give a fuck about no niggas. One day, I always say this, we gonna wake up one day and be like, you know what? They really don't give a fuck about us. Let's just do our own fucking thing. Stop caring what they think. Let me tell you something. I know what you're going through at the corporate plantation. I know because I see it. That's why I don't get involved in corporatocracies and their bullshit. Jobs are meant to maintain you. So if your goals when you get to a corporate plantation is to be a manager or director or a vice president or a coordinator or man, good luck. You still a slave and you're nothing but a supervisor, as Dame Dash teaches us. You're nothing but a supervisor. It's not your business. You don't own it, it's not your business. You're nothing but a supervisor. But we give so much of our effort to them motherfuckers, and then when it's time to be creative, as I know we can be, we don't give a fuck. And the reason why I say that is because of this. We take more time and effort and energy into putting into their shit than anything else. Oh, we'll put into their shit all day long. I know we are. I know we do. And the reason why I say that is because I look at the situation and I'm like, damn, I watch people. I was like that. You put all your hard-earned money, time, soul into the corporate plantation, and then what happens is when it fails you, then you get amongst your people, start talking shit about white people ain't shit and racist. No, you got to know that it's a racist situation before you get into it. See, you already have to know what it is. Most corporations, they're inherently racist, period. They can have corporate bylaws and all this other stuff, and they can quote unquote stand by it, but this is just my personal opinion. It's by design. Let's just look at the majority of the Fortune 500 companies. It's all Caucasians that are in charge. Even if it's Latino, they're classified as Caucasian. You better go do your research. And Hispanic is not a race. So we need to stop using that term. It's not a race. That's a term that the dominant society invented to give them their own little thing so they can benign neglect melanated people and give all the fruits and labor to the Latino community and make them feel like they're the naysayers of what's going on when really they follow behind our blueprint. And look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. This nigga is a dry snitch. Now you're telling on Jim Jones. Now you're telling on all these people and Cardi B and they have blood and all this. Look, I'm waiting to see when he's like, oh, I don't even gang bang. I Latino. That bullshit. That's coming next. I don't deal with the blacks like that. Watch, you'll see. Anything to tell. See? Now, this was your nigga's favorite rapper type shit. Most kids were looking up to him. And this is exactly why our generation is the way it is, because we allow other motherfuckers that are not a part of our community or our culture to culturally appropriate what the fuck we got going on. Niggas like him and Post Malone, all these other motherfuckers, man, they come along, they culturally appropriate what we got going on, and then they going about their way. I'm still waiting to see. It's so funny how motherfuckers can do freestyles on BET when their album is coming out. We still getting treated unfairly. But where the fuck is Eminem? Where are these people at? Where are these people? I don't get it. It's so funny how we like to go against each other. But all Lord Jamar did was take a stance on how Eminem is a guest in hip hop. And everybody come to his defense. Nobody be like, yeah, Eminem dope, but you are a guest, my nigga. And you don't really be saying shit that that's impactful in our culture that could benefit. That could help us move forward so melanated people could benefit from it. I don't give a fuck about what you did for D12. Where the fuck is D12 at now? don't want to hear that shit. That's what I'm saying. We so quick to take up for everybody else, but when it's time for us, no, we don't even want to hold our own grocery bags, but we'll hold everybody else's. That's the shit that I don't get. You know, when do we really look at this situation? I'm challenging the where's what's the nigga that was on the Breakfast Club talking about the trans people and all this other shit? Where did Malik Yoba with his clown ass? Where these motherfuckers at? Now, Ed Buck is a part of the LGBTQ LMNOP XYZ community. Where the fuck are y'all at? Why y'all not speaking out against him? Why we not marching and see? But these same niggas that was on Twitter trying to battle me and argue me down about being homophobic and all this other shit, well, it looks like this guy is a white supremacist. Because why are you running a drug den out of your home, getting these niggas high, and then they just happen to die? You still alive, but they just happen to die. Man, get the fuck out of here. It ain't nobody saying shit. I don't want to hear that, man. That's the problem, man. We worried about everybody else, but I don't. Fuck that nigga Ed Buck or whatever the fuck his name is. Somebody need to call this motherfucker out and have the news stations at his home questioning his every move. We should be questioning Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, anybody that's associated with him. You know why? Look at Nike. They dropped motherfucking Antonio Brown on some mere allegations and accusations from a bitch that wasn't shit, that was mad that her pussy didn't get what she wanted it to get. No, because you a rotten bitch and your pussy is terrible. See, this is what happens, and this is a message to all you bitches out there too, who slanging your pussy over the internet and putting your pussy on Amazon and on and on eBay and on PayPal. And you putting your pussy on there like that, niggas is checking the Carfax on that pussy, realizing, ooh, when they check the Carfax, they bringing your shit up and like, ooh, this bitch pussy got 150,000 miles on it. Fuck that. Let me go get something else. And that's what happened. Bitch, you got used and abused, and now you mad talking about you rape. See, now, where are all these women at that knowing this bitch ain't shit, that can call this bitch to the floor and be like, bitch, you a lying piece of shit, and you just using this nigga for money. So it's okay for women to barter their pussy for money, and then when it don't work, they can claim rape, especially against a melanated brother. It's so easy to claim rape. Whatever happened to that Harvard University white kid, I forgot his name, who was accused of rape, and the judge gave him community service. Ben Roethlisberger was accused of taking pussy several times, but that's Ben Roethlisberger. He's a football player. They didn't make none of those claims legitimate. They shut that shit down immediately. Immediately they shut that shit down. So that's why I'll tell you this right now. These are the things that we need to understand and look at. It's just like the corporate plantation. I'm always related to that. You can't do what they do because you're a nigger. That's a fact. And motherfuckers be like, oh, that's not true. Man, please. The things that I have seen and observed and witnessed working at different corporate plantations, man, it's so funny because it's their system. When y'all see Caucasian people in a position of power, don't be like, wow, I want to be like him. No, the system is made for him or her. This system is not designed for melanated people. That's why I often get upset, and I have conversations with family members about what I didn't get taught about self-reliance. Melanated people are gods, not praising Cesare Borgia and the Borgia family, not linking up with the Nation of Islam. See, the Nation of Islam was all interwoven in LA, but no, we were taught, oh, they preach hate, all this bullshit. But the Nation of Islam is preaching self-preservation, self-reliance, entrepreneurship. Go check out Freedom Paper Company. That's where I get my black soap from. Go check out blackandnoble.com. See, I wasn't taught any of these things. See, I'm not on here just no, nigga, I'll be the first nigga to tell you. You know what I was taught? Go to school so you can get you a good job. That's translation for Go to school so you can be a good slave. So you can get good slave money. And then once they fucking strip you of all that shit, your pride, your dignity, your self-respect, all this other shit, what do you have left? Nothing. Because they can take that. Sorry, Jerome. We decided to part ways. Then what you gonna do? Cry, be sad. I understand that. That's why I get so irritated because of my age and how reliant we have become on this corporate plantation and not self-reliant on starting a business. That's why I'm so irritated with myself and my upbringing. I'm not happy about that shit because let me tell you something. Self-reliance is the only way. And if you think that corporate America in its entirety gives a fuck about melanated people, man, y'all sadly mistaken. Go read The Wealth Choice by Dr. Dennis Kimbrough. When he's interviewing melanated people, they've all told him the same thing. I had to leave that corporation because of how I was being treated. How could we expect the dominant society to be the moral compasses and judges of us with all the atrocities and crimes that they have committed the last 500 years? But we don't know that because we don't want to do our research. We don't want to read. That's why shout out to Killer Mike for telling everybody, go do the research. Go read the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Fall of America. Go read these books. Go read How to Eat to Live by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Go read the book. See, niggas think just because you read the book, you got to be a part of the Nation of Islam. No, you're empowering a melanated person's knowledge. That's why I got the Supreme Lessons by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I got Supreme Mathematics by the dude that's responsible for the 5 percenters, who was taught by Malcolm X, who was brought to us by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, brought to us by Master Farrar Muhammad. Come on, man. These are things that we should be knowing. Every kid should have the Supreme Mathematics. I don't like the fact that I watched Lord Jamar and Rod Digger do their podcast and they open up with today's math is, and I don't know what it is. How the fuck do I not know what this shit is, man? But I know the Pythagorean theorem, which was stolen from us. This knowledge was stolen from us. That's why I keep telling that story. How a white boy try to tell me, oh no, he didn't get it from Africa. No, it came from some other thing. And I was like, do you not know that he studied in Africa, Egypt, which is in Africa, for 22 years? That's how he became a master mathematician? Because he studied from us. Because it was illegal to study the liberal arts in Greek, aka Greece, aka Athens, aka Europe, aka whatever the fuck you want to call it. Those Greeks couldn't study that shit. Aristotle and Socrates and all these bullshit motherfuckers that they got y'all believing are the geniuses of the world, like Albert Einstein. Of course they gonna say he's a genius. Yeah, he's a genius because he's a Jew. They gonna take up for their own. You can learn something from them. They take up for their own. You know what's so funny? We always talk about how we model, we try to liken our success. Oh, I had a Jewish lawyer, or, I'm trying to get Jew money, or, the Jews, man, they handle business. It's so funny though. Here's the difference between the melanated community and the Jewish community. The melanated community wants to say, look at me, floss, look at me. I got the cars, the gold, the Gucci. The Jewish community, they don't give a flying fuck what clothes they shop at the Salvation Army, but they kids are living good and not fucking struggling. And see, people associate Jews with a bunch of fucking riches and wealth. Man, the average Jew probably don't have millions and millions of dollars in the bank, but him and his wife have sacrificed so much that they don't mind mortgaging their home or taking money out of a property or doing whatever they need to do to make sure their kids are okay, because they're teaching their kids to do the same thing for their kids. That's a fact. Remember that. So all you melanated people that long to be like the Jewish community, then you better do your research, because they take care of their own. I know, because I was in a beat making crew, a production crew where we made hip hop beats with a Jewish kid. And the things that he was telling me was blowing my mind. He told me about the whole bar mitzvah and how they raised like 20 G's for him and all. We don't got that shit in our community. You know what we got in our community? Fuck this nigga. I'm about to go tell the boss that he came in late today. Fuck this bitch. I'm about to go tell the boss that this bitch, because let me tell you something. When I'm at different corporate plantations, or when I've worked at previous corporate plantations, stuff like that, man, when I deal with melanated sisters that have attitude, only thing I say is poor thing, they don't even understand. I'm the only backup you're gonna have. Because when they use you up and stress you out, they're gonna discard you and act like you don't even exist. That's why it's very important for us to support our own. That's a fact. But we don't want to support our own because it's not taught to us. You know what's taught to us? Go to school so you can get you a good job. It's a fact. That's what was taught to us. Go get you a good job. And then from that good job, make sure you put some money aside so you can put in an offering plate and pay your tithes and all this other bullshit. And hey, if that's to each his own. But you got to have knowledge of self first before you do anything else. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is religion means to bind and control. And that's what it means. And I'm not finna co-sign somebody being married to somebody just because it's right in the eyes of God if they don't even fuck with each other the long way. I personally don't believe in that. So I'm not finna tell nobody to go get married because in the eyes of God. That's what I'm saying. That whole situation to me is a huge distraction because why we have melanated people in church, what are they learning besides the Bible? And the reason why I say these things is because these are things that needs to be talked about. Why is it not the melanated churches going after the Democratic Party for allowing people like Ed Buck to assassinate our melanated brothers and sisters that are a part of the LGBTQ LMNOP XYZ community? Why is that going on? These are the things that I'm trying to still understand. This shit's been going on for a while. Why is it the melanated preachers that are part of the Democratic Party, why isn't it that somebody has not educated these preachers that, hey, you see Margaret Sanger? You see Hillary Clinton? Oh, I love Hillary Clinton. Oh, you love Hillary Clinton? Oh, I do. Okay. Well then, look at this. And show them this book. Show them the front and the back. This fucking book. And say, Pastor or a minister or whoever such and such, read this book. And you tell me if I should be supporting Hillary Clinton because she's laughing and shucking and jiving with Jay-Z and Beyonce on stage. You tell me if I should be supporting her when she said this lady is her hero. Now, in that book, the Negro Project, she talks about useful idiots and how W.E.B. Du Bois and a lot of these prominent melanated people that were a part of our society, she was using them. Like Mary McLeod Bethune-Cookman University, she was a part of that bullshit too. Useful idiots. We just go along with anything that the dominant society brings to us. See, and then when you question it, you get cast out as the demon. And then they frame this picture that you're the bad person and all this other shit. No, question everything. Don't just listen to what the fuck Warren's saying on this bullshit podcast. Go research the book that I'm talking about. Understand that life in the inception of what we think, me personally, I think it's all a hustle. That's a fact. It's all a hustle. It's all a hustle from the day you come out your mama's pussy hole. They got you in the clown ass birth certificate. They already got you lined up. We're going to indoctrinate you into school. Then you're going to go to school. Then you're going to think you're supposed to go to college to get you a good education. And then you're going to go to church. And then the church is going to convince you to marry some sucker ass motherfucker you don't want to be with. And then after you don't want to be with them, then you're going to be in divorce court because the shit didn't work out. Now you back to square one. And now you back to working a job that you really don't like. You in debt. You paying all this college student loan shit back. You're going to church and God will provide a way. Then you're getting advice from the people at the church about who you need to be with and make sure you don't be unequally yoked. All this bullshit, right? You're gonna spend 20 years probably going through that process. And then once you realize, damn, maybe this ain't the process I need to be going with. Ooh, you don't want to go to hell. You know, that bullshit. But then when you start doing the research, you'll be like, okay, well, we'll get to the hell shit in a minute. But how do I know that maybe I should be doing something different? Why do I gotta get married? Why I can't just do this? Why these are the things why. Why, okay, if I'm gonna be a part of the church, then why are we not questioning certain things that are going on in this community? Why is this not happening? You know why? That's why I'm telling you. I know this for damn sure. If you don't question everything, then you gonna fall for anything. That's a fact. You gotta question it. As Neely Fuller Jr. teaches us, start every conversation with the dominant society with a question. Don't start it with a statement. Start it with a question, because you don't have the power, and that's a fact. So don't start anything with statements and suggestions unless you're around people that you're comfortable with and people that you know you can count on. And with family, please do not. Oh man, with family, stop trying to. Just because you done read some books, don't let your family figure it out themselves. And on top of this, stop arguing. Stop getting the book so you can be arguing with family members about what they should be doing. Look, two roads diverge in the yellow woods. I took the one less traveled. And that's all I have to say. Stop arguing and fighting with your family members and spending more time. Look, the only thing you should be arguing with your family members about is generational wealth and how important it is to your family. You should not be arguing with your family about shit that does not matter. You're just wasting time. And as we all can see, you can't buy time back. It's gone. And I'm talking about, relatives, close relatives. I don't even like to use the term family a lot of times because the etymology of family is house of slaves. So, we just, to me, got to look at things. That's why I feel like the Democratic Party, they don't give a fuck about niggas. The Republican Party don't give a fuck about niggas. We are on our own. Because if that's the case, the Democratic Party, I would think, would have something to say about Ed Book. Why ain't nobody coming out saying nothing about him? Why is anyone not chastising him publicly? Why hasn't no dominant society person come out and said, shame on you, Ed Buck. This is the such and such time. A lot of black people are coming up dead. This seems like a racist pattern to me. Why is nobody saying that? He's a white supremacist and nobody, that's like I keep saying, I'm still waiting to see when the LGBTQ LMNOP XYZ community speaks out against the bullshit. I'm still waiting. But I digress. Hey man, it's been fun. It's been real. Shout out to Branty. I know that nigga working. Our schedules is kind of conflicting. I got to hit that nigga up. Shout out to his cousin, Noble Royale. Man, shout out to Nuke. Hey, blackandnoble.com. Go support them. Go get their CMOS. I love it. Hey, man. Y'all see the Nation of Islam out there selling papers? Support them brothers, man. I do. I try to buy paper and buy incense from them. We all we got, man. We all we fucking got. We so caught up on what the fuck what religion a person believes in, and we don't even know how to do business with each other. Come on, man. Put that shit to the side. Hey, man, this is No I Don't Know TV series. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. I'm out. Peace.